Oh, hey, you fucks. And hey, guys, somebody made a comment, I think Joy, wanted to know why I call you guys you fucks, that it was rude. And I say it out of love, okay? My sibling and I, we give each other the finger, and that's our way of saying love you, okay? So I thought I would verbally explain why I say you fucks. So, anyways, it's just what I do. I can't control what comes out of my fucking mouth, right? So, and all these bastards that are working against me can't control what comes out of my mouth. Like I said to a friend of mine who has a sibling that's disabled, imagine if your sibling called these guys and swore at them. And my friend said, "You're right. How would they treat my sibling?" Right? So, there's disabled people out there that are going to swear at you, okay? So, I never thought I was disabled until the school board made me, so I'm going to really fucking milk that. I'm going to milk my disability, because I do. I've pushed through life. I could have went on disability at 18. Anyways, enough about me, okay? I'm going to email the school board or the union in a little bit and just say, get back to me with details. I want this figured out by, like, Friday. You have what I have. I'm going back to bed, I think. I'm going to rest today. Part of me wants to go out there and go protest again. I felt, honestly, so in my fucking power out there. The more I go out on the streets there, the more I just feel fucking in my fucking power. I have the right to talk, and so do all you fucks. So, this is what happened out on the streets today, okay? So, you saw me. Whoa, look at that, eh? You saw me out there. Dark, okay? So, I stood under the light, okay? And I thought I would have got more honks. But I'm sure I'm catching people off by surprise, right? Interesting, though. Older people are very impressed. So, it started off not too many at Timmy's, okay? It was interesting, because near the end, there was a guy at Timmy's, and I think he's a fairly regular, and he was out there in the parking lot, and I think he was just making sure that I was okay. As it was starting to get a bit busy, right? People are on their way to work and stuff, so... OPP pulled in, nothing happened. I felt like saying, "You guys going to call me?" Which, again, I'm going to call the OPP and say, "Any follow-up?" Like, hello, right? So, my first interaction from somebody was probably a gentleman in about his 60s. And he was in the drive-thru in his vehicle, and he gave me a thumbs up. I gave him a thumbs up. So then, I thought I would have got more honks, but I'm sure people are just like, what the fuck, right? So this SUV pulls in, looks like an unmarked police car. And it was, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on it, right? And while I see the person in the driver's side filming me, right? So they got their phone up like that, right? And I just waved to their camera. And anyways, him and her, they were a younger couple, probably maybe late 20s, early 30s, I would say. I don't know. It was kind of dark, right? So, getting light. And so anyways, after I saw them filming me and I waved, they kind of were embarrassed, right? And I could see them chuckling inside. So they were just a little bit away from me. So when they pulled up to me, they were just one car away from the speaker. And so the guy was in the passenger seat, and obviously anti-Trump guy, right? So just based on the comments, okay? So he says, "What's this about?" And I said, "Do you not watch the news?" And he said, I'm very quick, guys. I'm very quick and direct, okay? It doesn't take me much to have to fucking tell you what's up, okay? If you haven't fucking noticed, I do this shit live, right? Anyways, so I said, do you not watch the news? And he was kind of looked at me like, so, anyways, he said, what is this about Trump and Epstein's Island? And I said, well, I guess you could maybe say that, but it's more about what's going on here in Canada. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, well, don't you pay attention? Like, there's, like, perverts out there, catch and release. Have you heard of catch and release? And both of them are kind of looking at me. And I said, hey, I don't think it's right if you rape somebody, you're out by 5. And the girl was driving, and she went, you're right. Yes, you're right. And then her husband said, you're right. Good for you. So I just squashed that Trump bullshit. I'm not talking about Trump. I'm talking about what's going on in our own backyards. So these fucks that thought my intentions were something different, maybe they were pro-Trump. They could have even been pro-Trump, right? Like, that's the other thing. They could have been pro-Trumpers, thinking I was after the Trumpster, right? No, I'm after the perverts. And if Trump's a pervert, and he's been on the Epstein list like 1,000 times, I still feel like he's a bit of a scapegoat. I do. I don't know. Just they've talked so much about Trump, but can't take that away that he's in the Epstein file. So whatever, I don't know now what side these guys were on. But we found the middle, and the middle was, do you think somebody should rape somebody and be out by fucking 5? Nope. The girl was like, nope, you're right. So I got a thumbs up. So we were on the same page. When was the next thing? The mad dad. The mad dad honked at me going by. Mad dad, like, we're on the same fucking page. He had a fire in his voice, Mad Dad. So, Mad Dad drives past me. I didn't know he was Mad Dad. My first honk. And I'm like, yeah, you know? And if I wave to you, please fucking wave back. It's not very neighborly, right? I fucking wave back, right? So, anyways, I get a toot, right? And I'm like, yeah. Mad Dad pulls into the drive-thru, okay? His daughter's in the passenger seat. Young girl. Probably about 12, 13. Hard to tell, right? Mad Dad pulls up. He sees... Where's my sign? It's fucking over there. He sees sex registry now. Mad Dad honks, pulls in. Daughter's in the passenger seat. And he looks at me like this and he said, no registry. Just bullets. And I said, you're right. And he said, no registry. Bullets. And I got chills. Because Mad Dad saw a mad woman out there. And it's about time that you dads start getting mad and get your balls back. And protect your little girls and your little boys. Because perverts sexually assault boys. More than you'd fucking know. Okay? And when I was out there, like I've said before, I don't have kids, but I raised about 300 fucking kids. Don't I look good? Don't I look good? And I thought about all those 300 kids. How they are. What are they doing? Are they dead, alive, or trafficking themselves? And if they have kids, how are those kids making out? Because once you're a parent or you're responsible for a kid's life, you never stop caring, do you, parents? I couldn't imagine what it would be like to have your own fucking kids. Here I am, worried about kids that weren't even mine, that aren't mine, and I'm worried about them fucking 20 fucking years later. I'm out there in my power, standing up for all the kids that I worked with that were raped, and by family. And there was a judge that sent my kid, my primary kid, home at 10 years old to his stripper mom, who was high at a CAS meeting. The judge sent him home, and he had a tortured soul at 10. The shit he said at 10 still sickens me. And I knew he was going to end up doing something perverted down the road. And at 18, I saw him on fucking global news. Leader of a sex trafficking ring. I've said that before and I'll say it again. You would think, you would see the monster in his eyes. And I can pull up his mugshot and still see his beauty in the kids. Why aren't you out there fighting? Not just teachers, got cut off. Not just the teachers, the police officer, Mr. OPP that went by me, but you're not calling me about my fucking safety. I had a bank agent call me over a fucking month ago. Shame on you, Mr. OPP. Paramedics pulled in. I wondered if they were going to take me for mental health, which I need that lorazepam. All of you government fucks are just out there sucking the devil's dick. All of you government workers are the devil in disguise. So I'm going to fucking rest. I've already done my due fucking diligence today. Rumor has it, baby, I'll be listening to Adele all fucking day. And I'm going to work on a few things that need to get fucking sorted out in my life. Because believe it or not, I got other shit in my life. And I'm going to see Mr. fucking Freedom March 22nd, bitches. Hey, Peterborough, am I going to say that I live in a pussy town? I'm so disgusted by Peterborough. So disgusted. But I'm disgusted by all of Canada. I'm disgusted by everyone watching, not fighting. So, and I hope Mad Dad gets out there. Mad Dad. I'm going to be back there next Tuesday, Mad Dad. Meet me there, Mad Dad. And I'll get out there again one of these days. My hands are fucking cold, guys. I forgot my mitts. It's like spring's in the air. Fuck. I'm not well. I still don't feel good. Sometimes throughout, like, it's like my stomach feels flip-floppy. Like, am I going to puke? Like, and I still feel stuffed as shit. It's coming out. I feel better. I feel like I just want to rest today and watch the House of Commons and see what the fuck goes on. However, you never do know, because I don't like resting for long, bitches. Like I said, you can't keep a good girl down. If I get a little catnap into me, you could see me out there again, bitches. Okay? I'll give you a little notice, and then maybe you could get out there, you fucks. Was there anything else that happened to me on my... I feel like there was. What was the other thing that happened? I don't think so. I think I told you everything I wanted to tell you. Fathers, if we could get our balls back and be men again, like Mad Dad. Mad Dad was mad. Mad Dad was either a victim himself or somebody close to him has been victimized. All of you dads want to start protesting before you come, Mad Dad. Do you know what I mean? So, should take this fucking lesbian. I got a lot of fucking testosterone. I got more fucking balls than y'all, okay? And I didn't even have to go get a penis. Fuck you and fuck you too.